Thank you for tuning in to Three Minds, One Mic. It's the regular folk talk show podcast, where we talk with regular folks about their opinions and perspectives on life and current events. With me always is Anthony and Radu, and we're glad that you tuned in. And welcome to another episode of Three Minds, One Mic. We do thank you for joining again and tuning in. Once again, we had an amazing show last week that is split up into two parts. The first part was just released today with Tom, and the second half of that's going to be released next week. So tune into both of those. Very informative, pretty amazing stuff. As we talk with Tom, and he always interests us with a lot of facts and stuff that's going on. But today we do have a different guest on, and we'll introduce her in just a moment. I do want to touch base with Anthony and Radu and see how you guys are doing.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing all right.
Same here. Doing all right. Enjoying the warm weather.
Dude, what is it like there?
It's. I think today was around 70, I want to say.
It's not bad. And do you have the humidity you had in Long Island?
Less.
Oh,
less humidity,
nice.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it is. Because you still got the green, right? You still got trees and grass and all that stuff?
They're getting greener now.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was kind of brown over the winter, but it's getting nice and green now. And we had the Cherry Blossom Festival over in DC last weekend.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Nice.
What was that like?
Yeah.
Was it
crowded?
Japanese-esque, or was it just the trees, or was it like very Japanese?
It's mostly just the trees.
Okay.
So there are a lot of cherry trees around DC, especially around the what they call the tidal pool, which is kind of around the Lincoln Monument. So everybody just comes in at once to take pictures, so it gets a little crowded. But it's nice.
Very awesome.
Oh, it looks cool.
I think you probably sent me some pictures of it. It looks pretty neat. I can definitely pop one up here in a minute and show everybody. Anthony, what's going on with you, man? Liking your new place? Job's going good? Life is good?
You said it. I mean, that's it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, they say no news is good news. So that's pretty awesome.
Sometimes. Oh, yeah. No,
Sometimes
things are
you
good.
just find out too late, and they should have told you sooner. Anyway, let's bring our new guest on. Her name is Laurie. Laurie, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
Of course, thank you for coming on. I've known Laurie for quite a while. We've worked together in a couple of places, I think, or was it just one?
Yep.
Just one, but we've known each other
a couple.
for a long time.
We started off at Indigo, and then we moved to the Pearl.
I was never at Indigo. Everybody else came with you, but I wasn't there. I was the redheaded. No, you guys adopted me when you came to the Pearl.
Oh, okay. So
That's
it was
right.
the Pearl.
Or you were already there, I guess. I'm the one that came in late.
Oh, okay. I must have been thinking of James.
Yeah, James went with you. Because I remember you guys talked about all that stuff going on there. It was pretty crazy at Indigo Apartments. So me and Laurie worked in apartments for a long time. I was a maintenance. She worked in the office. And there's definitely some stories.
I was just talking about one of the stories today.
Were ya? Yeah, they come up.
Yeah, I was telling my mom about the
interesting
bluebird.
Stuff happens.
Well, when we thought we were going to all lose our job. Weren't you with us when we all took off to the bluebird when we thought we were going to lose our job?
No, where at?
At the Indigo, not Indigo, at the Pearl when we got new management takeover. Were you
I don't
there
remember.
already
Maybe
when
I
that
didn't
happened?
go.
Okay.
I was there.
Yeah,
I was there when it made the transfer.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking to my mom about that.
Oh, man. It was so long ago, but it seems like not that long ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Laurie? What do you do now? What's life about for you?
Well, currently I babysit my grandson, so my business has kind of got put a little bit on hold. But I've been baking a lot lately. I've been using my culinary skills at home, making bread and stuff. And I just fermented some kombucha the other day. So.
And what's your business?
Not really
Let us know
much
about your
happening here.
business a little bit.
So my business is the Hippie Days Brew. This year on May 10th, I'll be in my business for 5 years. So I
Wow.
got my bus finally. I got my 1960 VW bus. I'm going to convert that into a coffee truck.
Nice.
So I was hoping to have that going by May, but things kind of had, we've been traveling and whatnot. So I've kind of just put a little bit of on a hold on that. But I've been talking with
Okay.
I still work with Casa Redena. So once I get the bus going, I'll be going and doing like pop-ups there. I do Los Ranchos pop-ups. And then I had a Nucenda. I did some pop-ups for them. I did some for C&M. So just a
That's
little like
awesome.
more catering, if
Nice.
anything. So I think right now my
Well, it's
business
a
is
good
more
place
of
to
a
start.
hobby than an actual business just because of my life what's that?
You got
It
to start
keeps
somewhere,
pausing,
and
Mike.
even
Sorry.
catering. I mean, that's all right. No, yeah, I see. It's like a delay a
Yeah,
little bit.
I honestly I prefer catering because I get there, I know what's gonna happen, I lay everything out, and when you do pop-ups, you don't always do that good. And in Los Ranchos, I love Los Ranchos. It was more for the camaraderie than the income at Los Ranchos. I think I spent more money
Oh,
to
I
be a
believe
vendor
it.
there than I actually made.
Really?
Mm.
So, but I love it.
Wow.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a nice little
Nice.
community up there. I like it. I mean,
I
it's
mean, when do you
it's
get
the
to
North
drive to work
Valley,
and
which is
raccoons are crossing the street? I got
you
little
pass a
videos of them
buffalo.
crossing the street. Yeah, on the Buffalo,
Oh,
and then the NASCAR race car is down the street there too in Los Ranchos. So it's a
yeah,
nice
it's
place
pretty
to
neat
be.
how
I love
it's
it.
like a little. It's just a little
It's a
village
little
inside of
oasis.
Albuquerque, but it's its own thing. It's its own little
Yep. And
village.
then I
It's kind
love
of
to go
neat.
to the winery, so it's just down the street.
Yeah.
You know me.
Right on. So you do the catering with that, and it's Hippy Dippy Brew Days. I'll put a link on
Hmm.
your Instagram account because you do have some awesome pictures and some stuff you've made, and just even some of the
Yes.
interactions with the public and stuff. So that's really cool to see that.
Yes. I love it.
So
I
traveling, what?
honestly love having a coffee business because I mean it gets my two favorite things. I get to talk to people and I get to drink coffee all day.
That's all. Yeah. And you get paid if you can. You know
And
what
I
I
get
mean? If you
paid.
don't, then you're still doing your favorite things.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
It's been very rewarding because I get to take my grandson. Corey's got to go with me. I got to work with Ayana. Kai's done it a few times with me, and I've gotten to travel. Like I got to go to oh God, I can't remember the name of the little town, Truchas, New Mexico, I think it is, and we did a pop up out there. And so with the Milagro goat farm people, so and they're doing really good with their business too. So I've made a lot of connections with a lot of people.
Nice. And it's
So
amazing how
it's been
networking is so vital today.
oh,
Hmm.
absolutely. I've had some good networking and I have some bad networking.
That's with anything,
Hmm.
right?
Right. Well, I guess if people are
So
copying
grandson,
my ideas, then I'm doing something good.
the
Yeah.
copying your ideas and doing something good. What do you mean?
Well, because I started off with somebody, I won't even mention their name, but they started trying to like we did an event together, and they started trying to like make me like I was their employee, and we had a little tiff at one of the events. And then later on, I found out she was copying all the stuff I was doing, like the mason jars, the coffee in the mason jar,
Wow.
and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So I was like, that's tacky, but it's like whatever.
That is tacky. That is
People.
whatever, man. Because you're the OG and
I
it's
mean,
going
if
to
you're
come
going to
out, I
copy
think.
someone's idea, at least give the credit to where credit is due. Like, my dirty
Right.
chives, I got that from the Swiss House Bakery. I didn't come up with that on my own, you know.
But you give credit to the Swiss House Bakery.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Or my baker, when I was getting good, good food from her. I mean, obviously, all her labeling's on it. I always give promotions to, the people that, help me come up. Like, the place, gosh, from CNM, I can't remember their name right now. God, give me a break. I can't even remember their name. Street foods, street foods. Sorry, that's who it is. So street foods is the reason I'm even anything today because Chef Julian, Tina, Stephanie, all those people helped me become the person I am today. Like if I needed to come up with price sheets, I needed to come up with a menu, I needed a place to do my kitchen, all that. I get my permits. I have a kitchen to do it. They all help me with all of that. So I give a lot of praise to
Awesome.
Street Foods, C&M, because they basically helped me become the person I am today as far as my business comes.
Right. That's
So
awesome
I,
to
I
have
don't
people like
never
that to
forget
help you
that.
out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
So
it's kind of weird because Kim's kind of been looking into that. She wants to do a traveling coffee soda shop thing, and just the
Oh, that would be
process
fun.
of having to get everything in order is
It's a
ridiculous. You know
lot.
what I mean? So to have somebody
I
to help you out with that knows the system, that's
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
amazing.
she could always. They take on courses and everything. We have a brand new kitchen over on across from Badella's Coffee House. They have a area where people like me could actually go storefront and sell coffee and baked goods or whatever right there in the
Oh
in the
wow!
in the commissary kitchen. So, and they work really closely with the community. So they are always working with networking.
And where is that?
And then
Where's
they
the
do the
Bareilles Coffee House? That's on Fourth Street, right?
right on Second Street. Is it Second Street by the McDonald's?
Bridge,
Um,
yeah, or Cesar Chavez.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, second, yeah, right down. Okay, so it's right across the street from there.
Yes. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so I mean,
interesting.
she could definitely look into it with them because it's worth it. Because they've helped me tremendously. Like even now, till this day, they still help me. I'm not even a student anymore with them, and they still help me.
That's great.
So
That's
I
great.
love it. Yeah.
Because I know they built one
Mhm.
over on Gibson. There's a commissary on Gibson that you can use to cook in or to do. So I didn't know they had one right there across from Bareilles.
Oh
That's good to
yeah.
know.
Because I don't know if you knew the CNM, the building that they had, the main building, the SSC building, I think is, they're ripping it all down and they're creating a new one. So I think at some point that commissary kitchen had to get moved anyways because they were ripping that whole building out.
Oh, okay,
So,
that makes
so the
sense
whole
then.
building is
And
gone, and
that's a good
that
area.
makes me want to cry because I'm like, I started there.
Oh,
It's
Uh,
gone now.
that's
So,
sad.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
So you said you've been traveling. What kind of traveling are you doing? Is business, personal,
So,
or
no,
both?
just leisure. We went to a few Colts games last year. We went to Indiana because that's where Corey's from, is Indiana. We were going to
Nice.
go again this year, but we just got back from Phoenix. We went out there to see his girls, and we went to go see a Tyrus show. I don't know if you know who Tyrus is. He comes out on the Gutfeld show. Well, he's
mhm.
he used to be a WWE wrestler, I guess, but now he
Oh,
does like
okay.
so now he's on the late night show and we watch him. So we went to go see what's that guy's name? Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm totally having a brain fart. Well, anyways, we've been going and watching like comedians and stuff like that. So he's kind of one of them. And
Oh,
so
right
we went
on.
out there and we planned the trip and then they end up canceling the show. So it just gives us an excuse to go back in June. So we'll be back in June. But let me tell you, it was hotter than donut grease. You could probably bake some cookies on the sidewalk out there. That's how hot it was.
I believe it.
I
Dang.
got a
And they've
nice little
shown
tan for
videos
the
of.
5 days we're out there. So,
That's all you
and
got
then,
was a tan. Jeez, I thought you'd get blistered.
yeah. Oh no, I stayed in the camper most of the time. So, and then
Smart.
gas prices were up the roof. We didn't realize the gases were going to be so expensive. So when we went out there, gas I think costed more than anything.
Yeah, I believe it.
So,
And I'm
but
sorry, where'd you
I
say
thought
you
it
were going
was.
now?
We're going to be going to Rio Doso next week.
Oh, Rio Doso. Okay, nice.
Yeah, they have.
That's a
Well, we were
beautiful little
supposed to
town.
go before all that flooding happened, and so the whole town got
Mhm.
washed away at one point.
Right.
So we're going to try it again, see how it
Good.
goes. Haven't
Yeah,
been
I've
up
only
there
been
since
out
I was a
there
kid.
once, but it
It's
was adorable.
beautiful.
I mean, I
I
love
went out
that
there to
town.
see Fluffy at the In the Mountain Gods.
Oh,
He's
no kidding.
fucking hilarious.
He's coming back out this year. He's coming out
I told
to
Corey, let's go see
Isleta,
this
I
guy.
think.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
going to Isleta?
I think
He'll
it's
be at
Isleta.
Isleta, so you should definitely go see him. He's hilarious. He's worth whatever money they charge to see him. He's
Right.
worth it.
Sebastian
I
Maniscalco is coming back out too. He's one of my
Who is
favorites.
it?
Sebastian Maniscalco. He's the Italian comedian
I
guy.
don't think
He's pretty funny.
you'll have to send me the
You'd
link.
probably
Maybe
know him
we'll
if you
have to
saw him.
go. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, if you
Yeah,
go,
he's
you
funny.
let me know because I'm all about a good comedy show.
Do you
I
watch
just
Kill
look in the
Tony
mirror
at
and there's
all?
comedy. No, I'm just kidding. So,
Do you ever watch
yeah.
Kill Tony?
Where does that come on?
That's on YouTube, and there's about 700 episodes. I came in late too. He's been popular he's like the #1 podcast out there. But he does that. He brings on
Oh,
some
okay.
regular comedians that he's had on before, but then it's also an opportunity for newbies to come on. They have 1 minute to do their best, and then they get interviewed. And so it's a really awesome show. It's been going on for a long time. But yeah, check it out. I think you would love it if you're in the comedy scene. And the
You'll
cool
have to
thing
send me
is
the
that the
link.
killers of Kill Tony, I will. I could do that. But the killers of Kill Tony, which is some of the main comedians that he has, they're actually going to be out here this month or next, I think it is, or maybe June.
Oh,
But they're
okay.
coming out here soon to, I think, the Kiva Auditorium, maybe. I don't know. Anthony sent me
Oh,
the
that
link.
would
I
be
got
a
to look
nice
at it
show.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Absolutely.
hilarious, and I think you would love it if you watched an episode of it. They're about
I'm
2
all
hours
about good
long.
comedy.
Yeah, you would love it. So check out Kill Tony. I'll send you a link for that.
Okay, I appreciate
It's
it.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
So
cheers
you're
to
heading out
that.
to Rio Doso. You've been to Phoenix. Where'd you go at when you went to Indiana? Yes, cheers to that. Drink some
We
water.
went to see the Colts play, which every time we go see the Colts play, they win. Just
Nice.
saying, we're like a trophy for them or something. No, I'm just kidding. And then we went to California, which I've never been to California. I wanted to go to the Red Hot Chili Pepper Anthony Kiedis' star. Didn't get to
Right?
do it because they were having all those protesting and all that at the
All
time,
right.
and traffic is ridiculous.
Oh, I believe
But I
it.
did get to go to the beach, and I got to put my feet in the sand,
Is that your first
and
time
I
seeing the
got
ocean?
no. I the first time I saw the ocean was when I went to Hawaii in
Ah,
1997.
okay. It's been a while.
So
Still, yeah.
yeah,
That's
Hawaii.
awesome.
so it was fun. I was a teenager. I didn't get to appreciate it as much as I would have now. I just
Right.
basically drank and hung out on the beach.
That doesn't sound regrettable for a teenager.
Well, I shouldn't have been drinking, but our chaperones were pulling out for us. So what can I say? No, I hope
See,
they're
and now
not
you got a
watching. I'm
story
just
to
kidding.
tell. And
Thank you,
now you
Albuquerque
have a
Public
story to
Schools. No,
tell.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
No, it was fun. I enjoyed it. But I mean, one day maybe I'll make it back
Good.
to Hawaii. But I honestly get really scared of flying. The last time we flew, we went to Atlanta. And let me tell you, I thought I was going to die. The turbulence was so bad. The landing was really rough. And then seeing all these planes going down right now, I'm like, oh, I think I'll take my chances on the road with these semi drivers.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty
but then
scary.
the semi drivers aren't
Those
any
parts.
better. So,
You
but
know, I
yeah, we've
used to
been doing a
think,
lot of
yeah, by a
traveling.
semi, they drive professionally. You know, they know what they're doing. But no, man, those guys are going to fall asleep. They're usually on some kind of drugs. You know what I mean?
They're on
It's
the
like,
On their
phone.
phones now.
yeah, on their phones now. Just no thanks.
It's just horrendous. Like when we went to I think it was when we were driving through Memphis, we if my husband didn't pull out off of the side of the way, we would have been crushed between the car in front of us and the semi because the semi wasn't stopping
Oh
and
my
we had to pull
god,
off onto the side of the median and he would have hit us.
oh
So
my
we were a little
god.
nervous after that. Yeah, it
I
was a little
bet.
scary.
Wow.
But I almost got to see
Jeez.
Graceland. It was I once we went through Memphis, I was a little nervous. It was a little crazy in Memphis. So,
And
yeah.
so
But yeah, did a
you're
lot of
not. Oh, you're
traveling.
going
It's
to
been
Rio
fun.
Doso, so you're driving there. Did you fly to
Yeah, we'll be
California
driving.
or did you drive out there?
We drove to California.
Ah, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
How was that drive?
Yeah,
This is like what 18 hours, right?
it was a long drive. Let's just say I don't like because when we pulled the camper, we have to like unless we reserve a camp spot, we either have to stay like in a Walmart parking lot for the night so we can get to the next place that we're going. Like because we usually reserve a spot, and it was a little interesting staying in the Walmart parking lot. But when
I
you wake
believe
up
it.
in the morning, you have everything you need at Walmart.
That's convenient for sure.
It is because you pay a lot of money to stay in a nice camp spot, right? So when you're traveling there, you're not going to pay to stay in a nice camp spot. You're not going to be there long enough. You just basically go
Right.
park up for the night and then you get on the road again. But it's just after driving for so many hours, you have to pull over, and the closest thing that's usually open and you feel a little bit safer is a Walmart parking lot versus like a truck stop or something. I don't trust those
Right. Because they
truckers
have
either
one of the
because
lights and the
whenever we
cameras.
sleep. Well, they're creepy. There's all this space around you, and they park right next to you. They like sandwich you in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, what's going on here?
Go park over there where
It's
it's
been
open.
fun. I'm gonna literally carry a little thing on me, and I'm gonna let people see the day in the life of Laurie traveling. Because let me tell you, if you don't see
You
it for
should.
yourself, you won't believe it. Just kind of like my finger today. How do you cut yourself on a piece of plastic? Go put it in the dishwasher.
Well, this is Lori, right?
Hi,
This is
Kitty.
Lori. Every day is an adventure.
Literally,
You never know what it's going to
I
bring, and she's always got a story after something as trivial as just going to the coffee shop to get a coffee, and then she witnessed like 4 accidents and 2 bombings and a freaking, life sprouting from nowhere, all at the same time.
I'm telling you. I tell you, see, Mike, if you weren't there to witness it, no one will believe me the stuff that happens to me.
Yeah,
If
it
it
does
weren't for
find
bad
you.
luck, I
That's for
wouldn't have
sure.
any luck at all.
And Lori, that's one thing I've always appreciated about you is no matter what you've been through, your attitude, you're upbeat, you're still kind to people. And that's one of the things about this show is that, even though we are dealing with a lot of stuff in the world right now that does affect us, some directly, some indirectly, what do we do? And so I want to know, what do
Right.
you do? You're a mom, you're a wife, you're a person living in America, dealing with the price hikes, dealing with all the crap going on, all the confusion that we're seeing on the media, the scare tactics, all this stuff. What do you do to kind of keep centered, kind of keep balanced, kind of keep your focus on what's important?
Well,
What do you do?
I would say I'm kind of like the New Mexico weather. I'm unpredictable. Some days I'm batshit, I'm flying off the fucking handle. And then other days I'm very, calm and collective, and I'm baking and I'm posting and I'm doing really good stuff. But I mean, I have to remember I'm only one person, and I could only do what, in my own home, what I can control. So I try to make my house as zen as possible. I try to go with the
Nice.
punches, because there is days like I just feel like I completely want to give up, like, especially having to put my business kind of a little bit on hold. It was a little frustrating, but then at the end of the day, I have to remember this is my business. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anyone else. But I will say, if it weren't for pot and wine, I would not be able to sit here today and talk with you. So, because I mean, honestly, that's what I do for myself is I go smoke a little joint. Grandma's got to go do something. I'll be right back. Or a glass of wine. And I just,
A little self-medication.
make myself something in the kitchen, because I feel like that's my zen right now, is baking. I really enjoy baking right now.
Nice. That's good, because
So,
you could
I
definitely get
mean,
lost in that. Plus, you get yummy eats afterwards.
oh yeah. But then I got to stay away from all that bread. Gosh,
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
turn
the
into a
catch
loaf of
22.
bread. Maybe a calzone. No,
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Fred used to call me
What's that?
What was it, Wonder Bread? I think Fred used to call me the Wonder Bread, the 8-hour
Oh
loaf,
my
because I
God.
would just loaf for 8 hours.
Oh, Papa Durf. How is Papa Durf? Do you still talk to him?
I haven't in a while. He texted me the other day, just sending thinking of you kind of thing. So I know he's still around. But yeah, I haven't heard too much. Last time I saw him was quite a while ago, and yeah, he's still around. In
Well,
fact,
you
I
better
probably
tell
should
him I
make some
said
lunch
hello.
plans with him sometime soon. I will,
That
for
would be
sure.
fun. Yeah, I loved Papa Durf. He was like the sweetest, gentlest person, just so like
Yeah.
calm and collected. Like I'd never seen that man get upset. At least I never saw him. Maybe you did, but he just talked with such grace,
Nope.
like just so peaceful. Such
Yeah,
a
he
really
was
great person. He's like you, Mike. You're
practically
a
the
great person.
total opposite of you. Oh, thanks. You're a great person,
No,
but
you're awesome. I
the
love you,
calmness, I
Mike.
meant. You're a great person. You're a good person, but the calmness, like you get, yeah, he was quiet.
Yeah.
And you guys cracked each other up. We were all laughing. We all had a good time when we hung out. And I actually got
Yep.
drunk at work because of Laurie one time. I didn't realize I
Hey,
would, because
that's
she
how
made a
I was
rum
such a
cake.
good
It was
leaser.
the
No, I'm
first
just
time I've had her
kidding.
rum cake. Oh my God, dude, I was buzzing. My face was all red. And I had like 2 pieces, but they were delicious. And I was like, yeah, it was a good rest of the day.
Well, you know what's funny? I got to have my rum cake served in the restaurant that I was working at the Casa Retiena. They sold a piece
What?
of my rum cake for $15.
Hell yeah, that's
Dang.
worth it for sure.
Yeah, I was like,
Just
I'm
one
giving away
piece,
my
or
secrets. But it
don't do
wasn't like,
that,
how do you say, it was a little pat in the back that, hey, you want this fine dining restaurant, you want to put my recipe on the menu and I get to serve it up? I'm okay with that. It made me feel good. I
right?
was like, okay, I felt kind of like a little bit of gratitude out of it,
A little
because
validation,
my
like,
rum
hey,
cakes are
it's
good.
worth something. Oh, I believe
Yeah,
it.
it's
I've had your cooking. I
I
haven't really, actually haven't eaten anything since you've been in culinary school. But prior to that, your cooking was pretty good. So I can imagine
well,
it
I'm
only
gonna
got
have to
better.
bring you some stuff. I've learned how to make homemade caramel since culinary.
Oh, sick. Yeah, you definitely,
Yeah,
and we're like
so
neighbors. You're like not even that far.
I
We
know.
could have
I
been
pass by
eating
your
food
house
all
all the
sick.
time. I should just stop in.
What the hell? Yeah, just throw some
I
caramel at my
know.
door.
Just throw
You don't even
one of
have to
my
stop.
caramel things. I'm like, open the door. Have your mouth open. Just kidding.
That's it.
I'll throw a baguette your way. I need to bring you some of my coffee too.
And you what?
Some of the coffee, because my roaster, I still get my own blends from my roaster.
Really?
I
Well,
got
then, yeah,
my
definitely
snob
got to try
coffee,
that.
office coffee, fancy coffee, tree hugger coffee, and then high grade tree hugger coffee.
And these are your own.
Because you got to
This
have
is your
some high
brand,
grade in
your
there.
own stuff. Wow. And
Yeah, I
that's
just
like
go to
getting
my
huge right now.
roaster
That's
and
all I see on Instagram is everybody starting their own coffee brand.
So my roaster puts it together, and then they just put my labels, and they, and I go buy it from them wholesale, but I let them know what I'm looking
Right.
for. Like, it's like, my Mexican Chiapas is my fancy coffee. So it's like a very light roast, like a Folgers, like people that are like not used to like these really uppity up coffees. So then that would be the
Right.
one. Like this one I got right now is Honduras and Mexican Chiapas, and then like I let my roaster know how I want it roasted, and then I just go pick it up, and then of course obviously afterwards I compost the grounds.
Right.
So
Nice.
Nice.
yeah,
And you said
straight
you
out
have
of
an
compost.
infused coffee?
Not infused. I don't do anything with like pot or anything like that, but I just my
Oh,
names of my
okay.
coffees. So whenever like people come to me, they're like, "Oh, I want your snap coffee." Like people that are like hoity-toity and they want a really nice blend, or like if people that are like truck driver coffee, that would be the office
Right.
coffee. Because the reason I named it office coffee is because one of the guys I was working with, I actually had there's a story behind all my business. So the reasons I came up with that is because I would bring my own craft to school or work or whatever, because every time I'd
Right.
go into the break room, I was like, I was questioning if that coffee craft when last time was clean. And then there's like so much, my spoon is sitting up in there. It's so thick, it's on your level, Mike. It's like really thick coffee. So I just started calling it
Right.
office coffee. So when I came up with my blends, I said my really dark roast, like for people like you that like your really like cloud of the face with your coffee, is going to be an office coffee. But if you're like a really light roast, you would want to go with my fancy coffee.
Ooh.
So,
But I heard the,
and
the
then the
lighter
snob
roast usually
coffee.
has a higher caffeine content, right?
And people don't know that. It's really funny because it's basically the longer you burn it, it's burning out all that caffeine out of it.
Right. Yeah, but
So,
but
but
some people like that flavor too, that darker roast flavor.
they do. So when I go get my blends, I tell them I want the dark look to it, but not as, depending on the flavor I'm going with, then they adjust it to that. And then, of course,
Nice.
we have espresso. And then I was going to have a decaf coffee. And then Bubba, he always would say, no way. So I was going to, people ask me for a decaf, and I'm like, no way. So that's going to be my decaf coffee. It's going to be called No Way. Because
No
then they
way.
ask for decaf. I'm
Nice. I
like,
like
no
Oh, yeah.
way. You can't have decaf.
Yeah, that doesn't have caffeine in it. No way.
Exactly. So that's why it's the No Way coffee.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I mean,
That's
and
kind of
then going
exciting.
back
So
to
you got all these
basics.
plans. You what? I'm sorry.
So, with coffee, like, I don't know if you ever gone into a coffee shop, like, I won't name any coffee shops in the town, but if you got into a coffee shop and they're like snobby and hoity-toity and you ask for a coffee and they're like, I try to go back to basics and, educate people a little bit and give them like a plain coffee. And if you want to add creamer or whatever, that's fine. But I don't add all that
Right.
creamer stuff like that. I do like almond, oat milk, cow milk, soy milk, just real basics. You could actually taste the coffee, because a lot of times when people taste my coffee, they're like, I don't even want any milk. It's so good. Like my Bubba, my little grandbaby, he likes grandma's coffee. I said, you want grandma's coffee or you want grandpa's coffee? Grandpa has a sweet creamer. Grandma has oat milk and almond in her coffee. And he's like, I want grandma's coffee. He likes my coffee.
Right.
Hmm.
Nice.
Because it's like, I feel like it's Dairy Queen of coffee when you add all that creamer.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
So
And you're having
it's
more of
so
a coffee flavored sweet than you are
More of a
coffee.
dessert.
exactly. It's like you're enjoying the sweetness of you're not enjoying the coffee. It's like, when you have a glass of wine, it's the romance of it all. It's like, oh, I love my wine, smell it, look at it. That's how you feel with your coffee. It's like reading a good book or something. You just enjoy it. But when you're having the sweetness, so you're just sucking it down, and then before you know, you're all jacked up and you got a headache because
Right.
all that sugar.
Right.
Which, I mean,
Caffeine high,
sometimes you
Right.
get
sugar
too.
high.
I mean, who am I to judge? You can do whatever you want to your coffee.
But not with my coffee. My
Not
coffee, you
my
need to sip
coffee,
and
damn
enjoy
it.
it.
No, I'm just kidding. You sip that shit and enjoy it. Just kidding.
Well, I
But
can
yeah,
tell you, and I know this is why you're kind of wired for success. Like when I think of something like that, I think of the quality of the coffee I'm going to get, but also the customer service I'm receiving. I mean, that will make me a
absolutely.
repeat customer more than the coffee itself or even the prices, is the kind of attention and the customer experience, especially
Absolutely. You know what
when
I
you
call
are
them?
paying higher
Repeat
prices for
offenders.
something like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah,
And you want
because you
repeat
go
offenders.
you go to Starbucks and you spend $8-10 out of a coffee, and at least with my
Right.
coffees, you walk away with my cups are compostable because, we can't be the hippie days if we're not saving the planet, and or the
That's
mason
right.
jar if you do a cold brew. So then you
sick.
come back and I give you a discount off your coffee because you brought your jar back. So then I give you a discount off your coffee, and then you're a repeat offender.
Even better.
Nice.
Even better.
And
So
then
you
I
already
say, you
have
want to
like an
get committed?
incentive
You come see
program?
me. Just kidding. It's
So
like
you
going to
already
the
have an
insane
incentive
asylum. You ain't
program.
never leaving.
You're gonna have the customer service. You already do. You're gonna have the quality product. You know what I mean? So whenever you can refocus on your business, I don't see it not blowing up.
I'm ready for it. I mean, eventually in a few, like probably about 5 years, I'm going to be moving up to the mountains, and at some point, I want to have a little coffee shop on the land that we'll be purchasing out there at some point, because that's my goal. We're going to be moving away to the mountains, and I'm going to be out there like a little cave woman that I've always wanted to be. Just kidding.
Nice.
Out there with nature.
No,
Like my
I
brother right now, he's out in Denver. He's out there showing me little turkeys and deer running around the backyard.
wow.
And that's what I want.
That's what
I spend more
I
time with
was never
animals than
like
I do
that.
people.
I don't blame you.
Because you're a
I
city
don't blame you.
slicker.
Animals do what you tell them.
They do. Well,
I know.
well, my animals, they kind of tell me what to do. They're like, I'm hungry, feed me. Okay, here I go. So, yeah, but it's
Oh, that's
fun.
cool.
I enjoy it.
So what else do
I'm
you
going
do?
to take
You
a drink of this.
travel? You cook? You hang out with the grandbaby? Your
Yeah.
husband? What else? What else do you guys do? You have game night or
What
anything
else
with
do
the
I do?
kiddos? Do you guys go on adventures with the whole family or?
Well, because Corey is sick a lot, so whenever we get to do things, we try to enjoy ourselves. But honestly, lately I've been a real big homebody. But I
Nice.
mean, you know me, I like to be out and being adventurous. We got a Can-Am, so when we can, we try to romp around in the mesas out here. But it's, I don't really get to do that often.
No.
But I spend a lot
Just
of time with my grandson, and he's really smart and funny, so I get to hang out with him and my dogs all day.
how old is he?
He's 4.
Oh,
He's like a
he's 4.
human
Oh my God,
sponge.
what's a great age? Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, he
gosh, he's
is.
hilarious. What was there's
Man.
that lady that's missing right now in the ocean, and I said her last name's Hooker, and he's all, where's the hooker? I was like, oh my God, I've been hanging out with grandma too long. Because I was like, I'm not trying to make fun of the situation. I just was like, wow, imagine having your last name Hooker. And he's all, where's the hooker?
Right.
It's like, oh my God.
Well, what did
So
Fluffy say?
he's
It's your mom's friends.
it's
Isn't that what
true.
Fluffy, what he was telling his kid, right? He's like, Fluffy,
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
what's a hooker,
funny.
Gabriel? He's like, your mom's friends.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like when Ayana asked me what a lesbian was, and I was like, first tell me you heard that. She's all, from you. You said some lesbians were gonna babysit us. I was like, oh shit, okay. I was like, fuck, let me get down to the basics here.
Oh my
You know
God.
Tiana, remember Tiana?
What?
From Tiana, the girl that used to live at the Pearl?
Tiana. Not by name.
She was
I,
She was one
yeah.
of the residents. When the twins were babies and one of them was running to the pond, she was the little girl that went running after Ayana. She was going to the pond and Kai was going to the road.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember by name.
having
If I
twins.
saw her, that's crazy. Yeah.
You,
Yeah. No,
you would know who she is. She's so funny. I still talk to
yeah.
her. I still see her. She works at Walmart.
Really? Oh, that's
She's doing
cool.
good. Yeah,
I
I
don't
see her
talk
all
to
the time.
anybody.
She sees me. Well, actually, she hears me before she sees me every time I walk in there. I gotta stay quiet when I walk anywhere. I'm like, gosh, that's how I'm remembered, is my loud mouth.
Yeah.
Seriously, people hear me
It's
before they see me. That's why I almost named my coffee business "Here Comes Trouble," because the chef, when he would hear me coming down the hallway, he's like, "Oh no, here comes trouble."
yeah,
I'm like,
that's
yeah,
it's one of your qualities for sure. Yeah. Makes unique to you. But it's
yeah,
like the whole package,
it's
it's
part
the
of my
loud
charm.
mouth, the boisterous, just yeah, it's everything. You're just a very happy person in the real life. But yeah,
In real life.
you are. Other than when you're not, in the public, you have your moments like everybody else. Definitely an
Absolutely.
outgoing person, and people are drawn to you. And I think that's another thing that's going to help with the business a lot. So,
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get to do my two favorite things: like drink coffee and talk to people all day. Because where do you get to, like, when I worked at the coffee shop, the Mocha Mug, and I was like making people's coffee, and then we'd have game night, and I get to sit down and have, play games with people and have coffee with them. I'm like, God, I love this. And then I decided to go to culinary. I actually went to culinary school to make cakes. That was what I wanted to do. And then while I was in
Okay.
culinary school, somehow I miraculously changed my mind. And then I went through the brewing program, and I went through a welding class, and I was like, holy crap, there's all kinds of ideas here. So
Yeah.
I definitely, stuck with
Did
the
you say you
coffee business because
took a welding class?
I took a welding class. We built a draught system.
Oh,
Yep.
sick.
Yeah, I'll have to show you pictures. It came
Wow.
out really great. My teacher told me I was like a drunk driver with the little jig, or I forgot what it's called. It's got little pointy thing. Yeah, it was a little crooked when I was done. We were making a Zia symbol. It looked kind of like a
Oh,
crater. It was
nice.
like,
Ah, okay. Hey, and it's not easy
yeah.
welding. It really isn't.
It was
So
fun. I was like, hey, I like this.
it's like
I could
drawing
be
with
a
metal,
welder. I could do anything. I'm like a superhero. That's why I feel like coffee. I'm gonna be immortal.
right? Wow.
Literally.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, you've done a lot. You've experienced life. You got stories, and you seem to be
Yeah.
in the moment every time.
I try to be. You don't always get things that you want to do, and you just have to make the best out of them. You know what I mean? It's like now that I'm home all the time, I'm like, oh, I'm home all the time. I should be doing stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna start baking, and that's why I started
Right.
baking. And I'm like, if I wanted something to eat, I'm like, hey, I could do that myself. So
There you
I
go.
just started doing that. Like
Hmm.
today, I was supposed to make cinnamon rolls until this happened, and so I was like, I'm broken. Like half
Thank you
my
for
blood
putting that
went down.
aside to be on
I'm
our
pretty
show.
dramatic. Yeah. And then I got to be on your show. I was a little nervous about being on the show. I was like, oh my God, my camera ready? I'm just kidding.
It's
But
very
I
much like
remember
a
during
Zoom
the
call, isn't it?
pandemic, all the times that we had to do the videos, and I passed through that. So I was like, this could be just like that.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's just like a Zoom call. So,
Literally. I won't be doing anything
but it's
inappropriate on this Zoom call, I promise.
well, we can always edit it out, so it's all good,
Okay,
or leave it in if it's going to get more views,
there you go. We'll throw them in
depending on
there
what
then.
it is.
Just
Right, as long as YouTube doesn't cancel us, we'll be all right.
okay, then we'll be good. I'll keep it PG-13.
There you go. That'll work.
Yeah. So
On
yeah,
man.
so
Well, I
that's
do
pretty much
appreciate you
what's
taking the time, Lori. It's really cool to have you on here, and I want to know if there's more to say. Please do it. I mean, I ask kind of what you do. Tell us what you're doing, what you're up to now, what your dreams are, and what are you guys
well,
doing to make that 5 year plan happen of being up in the mountains? What steps are you taking?
crypto. The crypto
Really
money's got to go through the
Mm.
roof.
nice.
So we've invested a
Any
lot into the crypto.
any recommendations?
So what is the XRP? If you know anything about XRP, Bitcoin, I'll find out the other one that Corey invests in. But he's all those. How do you say, like, kind of naysayers? They were like, "Oh my God, it's not going to do good." Are actually one of Corey's friend is actually one of those people that is retired now because of his Bitcoin money, because he bought it when it first came out, and so he's
Oh,
actually
nice.
a millionaire now because of it.
That's
So,
awesome.
Wow.
and then baseball cards. Everyone's doing baseball cards and the NFL cards and stuff like that. So investing in
Yeah,
the
I heard that was
cards,
making a
like
comeback,
like
which
I
is
got one
awesome.
here. These are the
Wow.
kind of the cards that he gets,
Oh, okay.
and they sell them like every day. He sells a card almost. So we've been doing that. So
That's
just I
awesome.
think we're just waiting to how do you say? Well, get the kids out and doing their own thing, and then eventually move up there, and then have my bus and have a little space to do it and sell these cards and my coffee.
That'll be sweet.
So
What mountains are you
that's
trying to
the
move to?
well, we did want to move to Sandia Park area, and then I heard something yesterday about is it Mountaineer? I forgot where it was, where they don't even have like police anymore or fire department because something happened in the city up there that they pulled
Oh,
all
wow.
out. So I'm like, okay, we got to make sure where we do go that they're going to be police and stuff like that. I don't want to be so far away from the city because I'm a city slicker, and at the end of the day, but I do want to be out in the mountains and
Right.
just kind of living out my life in the mountains. But I do still want to be close to the city, but. I'd say the next 5 years we'll be out there.
That'd be fun.
So
You want to do
that's
like
the
a
goal.
homestead thing, grow your own food, animals, stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, because like during the pandemic, I did so much stuff, and I realized like I have an act for like certain things I could do myself, And I like to compost, and I like to be outside, and I am a tree hugger, so I like to hug a tree every now and then. Just it. I just feel more zen when I'm out in nature. You know what I mean? Like if
Right.
I could choose to be on a beach or in the mountains, I'd probably be in the mountains. So
I
that's
agree.
the goal. And I mean, and I think people out there would appreciate it more like a little hippie coffee truck like I have now, because there's coffee trucks going up everywhere. And I feel like I have
Right.
to be unique to myself. Like my mom's like, there's a car show. I'm like, Mom, I'm not the car show kind of girl. So I have to go
I'm a
towards
farm to
like
table
the
lady.
gypsy festival. Yeah, I want to be,
There you
I don't want to
go.
be at a car show. Like no disrespect to car shows. I think they're awesome, but it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
Or like the chocolate and coffee festival.
Yeah.
I went to it. I was it last year, the year before that, and I always strive to be at the coffee and chocolate festival. But I will say the last time I went to the chocolate coffee festival, I was very disappointed, very very disappointed.
Really?
I had
Oh wow.
one little coffee cup this big. That's all the samples I got. It's a coffee and chocolate festival. You would think I would get a cup of coffee. Everyone was too busy
Right.
talking and not giving out samples, and the crowds were crazy. And when I did get a sample, it was cold, and I was like, I don't want to tag myself against this. And everyone's just like, And then the food trucks were so expensive.
Right.
So I
believe it.
I don't want to do that. I want to go and be reasonably priced with people. I don't want to be skyrocketing my prices and just rape people on prices. I want to give good quality coffee. And I want to get good quality people around me.
Right. That's the way to do it.
So
So and make a
yeah.
little coin for yourself
Yeah.
without
I mean, I'm not trying to get
breaking other
rich because
people's
I think I
banks.
spend more, getting my compostable cups that I do make on the coffee. You know what I mean? Because once people
Right.
realize like, oh, that's kind of expensive, I'm like, well, you got to realize the cup's compostable. The coffee, I pick it up right before an event. I get fresh ground coffee or the whole beans and then I ground it right before the event. I steep it camp style, so it's not ran through, these Clorox filters. It's,
Right.
like a cowboy, people call it cowboy coffee, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I've had camping cowboy coffee and it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's coffee.
I have an aluminum pot that I steep it in. I have a reusable, one of those mesh bags that I do, like a tea bag kind of, and I steep it right there in front of you. So when you're walking up
Nice.
to get your coffee, I'm scooping it for you. Or if it's cold brew, I throw a bunch of ice and I scoop it, and there you go.
Fresh,
And
ready
then
to
I
go
make
coffee.
the puppies hippa puppuccinos because we got to take care of the puppies. Because those
Puppuccinos. What's
puppies
in a
like their stuff
puppuccino?
too. Yeah. So,
Well, I heard of the
and we
pup
make the
cups, where they give them a little bit of whipped cream. But what's a puppuccino?
So the hippo puppuccino is basically a pup cup, but I make the chantilly myself. I don't buy
Oh,
it from the
okay.
store. I make it. So, and we
Nice.
pipe it out right there. So, and then like we were doing lemonade during the summer too. So every time we did, different events, like when the Barbie movie came out, we did a Barbie lemonade. We did, what was it? The Lorax one, the chais, different flavors on the chai. Cause my back of my shirts, the Hippie Day shirts, it says it's to chai for. So it's
Nice.
so funny. Yeah, a lot of people would come. So the Santa Fe chai, I don't know if you ever got to try my Santa Fe chai. Ayana said it tastes like Christmas in a cup. So if you ever had the
Oh,
chai, it literally, it makes you go back to like you're in front of a fireplace at Christmas time because it's so good.
nice. That
So
sounds
it's
good.
chai. It's to
Nice. That
chai
sounds
for.
good. Yeah.
I love tasting
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Christmas.
bring you
So
some. So yeah, so it's good stuff. I'll
awesome.
have to definitely bring you some samples so you could taste all my stuff.
You do.
We won't want you to
Yeah, I'm
not
home
try
all
it
day
because
too.
it's been a
So
while
yeah,
since, like you said, you had any of my
come on
baked
by.
goods. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's been
gonna.
a long
We
time.
still have to
So
plan
especially
poker
since
night
you've
with
gotten
you.
the pro. What the hell? We've been waiting on that for 3 months now.
I I know. Well, because Corey, remember he had surgery on
I'm
his
just
hand. He
kidding.
had
I
a
know you're
bone
busy.
removed. Yeah,
Dang.
it's tough.
Is he doing okay?
Yeah,
He recovering? Good.
yeah, he's doing okay. He's in there. You probably could hear him coughing. Just kidding.
I actually can't.
Coughing up
No.
lung from all those dabs. Just kidding.
Well, he's making room for the next one. That's all.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Not really much else going on. Eventually the bus will get going, and the bus drives itself and everything. Well, not drives itself. It's not one of those drivable cars. Not like a Wayfair car, but it'll be going soon. I want to drive through the neighborhood like the ice cream truck with my coffee.
hell yeah. What music you gonna play? You gonna play some Bob Marley or
Probably some Mr.
No Woman, No
Bojangles. No, I'm just
Cry?
kidding. Yeah. Just probably maybe the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know. We'll see. Just a bunch of good music, I would
That'll
say.
be
Because,
cool.
I don't know if you've ever gone somewhere like a restaurant or something, or even a bar and you're having a beer and like a good song comes, like, oh, let me order another beer. And I always feel like that, like when you have good music playing, people will stay longer. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So that would be the thing. I'll
true. That's
entice them
true.
with the music and then they'll lure them in with the coffee. And then maybe if
That's how
we're
you sucker
parked
them
somewhere,
in.
I'll throw out some tables. Yeah. But it'll be exciting. I mean,
Nice.
it's not over. It's just like last year I paid for all my permits and I didn't really get to do anything. So that's why my goal was to be doing things by May, which May's already almost here. And I might have to put it on hold for one more year, but I'm very active still on my business account and I'm posting so my customers could still see that I'm still here. But
Good.
it's just kind of a
And
little
people
slow
can people
start.
place orders with you, or
If they wanted to get some whole beans for me, they could place orders with me. Yeah.
okay,
So.
that's good. I'll definitely
Yeah,
add a
I
link,
just haven't
like
really
I said, to your
advertised it a
Instagram.
lot. Yeah, but I mean, if you go through my Instagram, you can see a ton of stuff that's on there. But I mean, if people did want coffee, I do have all the packaging and everything to do all that. Or I could just tell my roaster to
Awesome.
set it up for me. Like I went to the winery not too long ago and I gave them little mini bags of my coffee, so it was individually packaged for them, and I just dropped it off.
Sweet. Oh, that's
I
cool.
was like going to get my wine, and I was giving them some coffee.
Everybody's happy.
My, I was so happy. So yeah, it was fun.
All right, on.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, we're going to close it up here. I do want to thank you for taking the time to be with us and come on the show and talk to us. Very interesting and always fun. Hang out with you.
Well, I'm sure you'll be cutting and pasting a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
Not really. Actually, I think this went really well. So I don't think there'll be too
Oh, well,
much
I
editing
appreciate
going
it.
on. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry
Oh,
if I
well.
cuss too much. I can't help it. I'm like a sailor.
You got to watch your fucking mouth, Lori, because we can't have the fucking
I,
cussing on
s-
this goddamn
I
channel.
swear, I
All right.
swear, I swear to God. Just kidding. I know. I love the F word. You could use it for anything.
Right?
It just goes with
Best
anything. This is
word
fucking
ever.
awesome. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't even have to use other words. You just be like, this fucking fuck is fucked fuck. Is fucking fucked. You know what I
Fuck.
mean?
Literally. My favorite word. Favorite word. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
Well, thank you again, Lori.
Alrighty.
And we might ask you to come back on if you got some interesting stuff or you get going with the business. You want to come back on, let us know. And we'll definitely keep in
Okay.
touch and get
Yeah.
that poker game going, hopefully. All right.
That's
Well,
right.
just
Maybe we'll
hold
have to
on
do a
real
live
minute.
cam while
We're
we're
going to,
doing poker.
dude, that would
Well,
be sick.
cheers, you
Well, I
guys.
don't know. We'll see.
I appreciate it. And I love your hair. Look at you. You're all grown up. He's not a baby anymore.
Oh,
And you, Radu, you're so
Nope,
quiet
he's
over
not.
there. I like his
Yeah,
shirt.
I'm more
That's an
of a
awesome
tech
shirt.
guy,
You're the tech guy? It's all right.
pretty
You could be the
much.
tech guy. You know what? You should see Kai's hair. Kai's hair is almost as long as my hair.
wow.
He's
Yeah,
been growing it
remember?
since he was a baby, right?
Well, he cut it when he was like 5, I think, and then he regrew it.
Oh, that's
And
right.
it's literally, we sat next to each other and I'm like, my hair's longer. He's like, no, my hair's longer. And then I stood there, I was like, Kai, my hair's longer. But he's got some long hair now. Yep. So, and
Wow.
he's at CNM. So I don't know if you're going to CNM or not. He's the parking guy. So you have to go say hi to him.
Oh, right on. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to school for nursing and he got a job being a parking attendant. So don't fuck around
Really?
at
For
CNM.
nursing?
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Because he'll mess you up in the parking lot, but then he'll bring you back
He'll
to
mess
health
you
in
up
his
in the
nursing.
parking lot. He'll chase after you. No, I'm just kidding. He'll be like the little hatchet guy. Just kidding.
That's right.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Very awesome.
So, but yeah, it was
All right.
fun, you guys. I'm glad that you guys brought me on. I appreciate it.
Me too. Glad
But
you
yeah, if
busted through
anytime
that
you need, let me
nervousness
know.
and came on. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I,
Well, thank you again for joining us, Three Minds, One Mic, with our guest Lori today. We're going to be back next week, hopefully with another guest. If not, it'll just be the three of us. But I do want to thank you for tuning in, and remember to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.